How many tires are we gonna bring?
A lot. A lot of rubber's gonna be broken.
We're bringing a lot of tires. We got some big news to announce to you guys. Both the trucks, C10 Slayer, performance truck, they are both going to Sema, two completely different places. This is where it gets exciting. The C10 is going to go in the Red Cat booth, which is right outside where Ford out front used to be, where they do all the drifting. We got some stuff to do this. We got to pull off all the wheels and tires, change the tires. We got all new safety gear for both trucks. So O&P supplied all new seats, harnesses, steering wheel. So we're gonna go through all that. But with the Tacoma, this is the exciting part right here. The Hoonigans, we got a hold of the Hoonigans. By the way, thank you guys that helped me reach them on my Instagram post. But we finally got a hold of them, and they want the Toyota to be their one of the vehicles that does 2 demos a day. So we're drifting this truck twice a day at SEMA, just doing burnouts. I don't know if they're gonna allow me to give you guys or random people rides, but I know it's gonna be a blast. This truck, it sounds crazy. So we have a lot of prep to do to it. We haven't prepped this truck, I would say, in probably like a year and a half, realistically. So we got to, obviously we're putting all new seats in it. So these are what the seats are going to look like now. All new full Halo race seats. And this is how much oil this thing takes. So if you're watching this, put in the comments, how many gallons of oil do you think the Tacoma is going to get? Whoever gets it exact, I'll send a t-shirt. But we got the spark plugs to change. So we're changing out all the plugs in the truck. We got to pull out the transmission, check the clutch, just kind of go through the whole truck. So we're going to put it on the hoist right now. I want to lift it up, show you guys underneath the whole truck. A lot of people haven't seen what this truck looks like underneath. And I think that's an important part because we built this truck from the ground up. So my pops, he's the one filming. Go ahead and turn the camera. We're going to work on this thing right now. So let's just get this up on the hoist and let's get to work. So the truck literally is so low that I have to lift it up on the air jacks, which are right there. So I got to lift it up in order to get these under it, because you can see these won't even go underneath it. I love this part. How cool is that? And now the hoist goes right underneath it. I'm excited to show you guys underneath this thing. All right, let me show you guys underneath this thing. Let me start from the back. So the back of the truck is just a very unique looking. It almost looks like a form of like an Indy car, or something like a race car with the rear diffuser and just how everything flows. But this truck is 100% handmade. Every part on it. Obviously, it's dirty. I mean, we've used this truck it's been about 3 years since we've actually built this truck, and we've used it pretty intensely. But we got a quick change in the back, so we could do quick gear change swaps. It only takes a few minutes. The suspension is actually pretty simple. It is basically C7 Corvette geometry. Everything is full chromoly. We built the whole thing. All Gibson exhaust. There is 0 flow restrictions in this whole entire exhaust system. You could see just the way it's built. It was built all on TRD specs. This is the trans we actually got to pull. You could see the entire transmission. Ooh, we might have a little leak right there. The entire transmission is fully machined. It's RTS trans. I got a bunch of hidden little happy faces all around. I did overflow the trans the other day out of the overflow, and that's what all this is. So I got to clean that. Got more happy faces. Suspension is very critical in this truck. Everything's boxed. This truck we built it to kind of like be like a mini, basically off-road truck in a way. So this entire truck is 100% chromoly. But what makes this suspension very unique is the tire itself turns 74 degrees. Which I'll actually show you. Pops, will you help me turn this wheel real quick? Special about this truck, you can see, look, it turns like a forklift basically. So that's what allows the truck, when I pull the handbrake and the truck's sideways and maintaining the drift, it's the steering angle itself that actually allows the truck to do that.
That doesn't even look right, does it?
No. The body on this truck is fully machined. My buddy John at Advanced Fiberglass Concepts machined everything. TRD helped us design the whole wide body. We kind of gave them an idea. But all the suspension is cycled just like off-road. We basically took out the coils, put this thing to full bump, and when we built it, turned it side to side and clearance everything. But yeah, there's a lot going on, but we got to pull out the trans, check the clutch. So we're gonna have to pull out the drive shaft. There's actually a lot we gotta do. So let's just get to work. I'm gonna throw a quick time lapse on this, and let's get to just pulling out the trans and show you what it looks like. Got everything unbolted. I'm pulling all these body panels here. What's kind of cool is we made all these aluminum pieces to cover the whole trans tunnel. So now we're going to take off the entire trans tunnel and then pull the trans. We're literally about to pull the trans. My dad is prepping the C10. We're going to change all these tires. You can see how low they are. This one's good. This one's actually really low. Look at all this rubber. Oh, we rub a little bit right there. Must have been when we had wheel hop. Yeah, we got a lot to do to clean this thing. There's rubber everywhere, Dad.
I love the rubber. Let's leave it.
You think so?
Well, yeah. That way you know we're doing a smoky dope. Fee fi for folk.
One thing we do got to fix too is some point in time we lost the Gibson badge on this side.
Yeah, that's because it had so much wheel hop, it was almost busting the windows, ripped the tailgate off.
I know. Yeah, so much rubber. So we're gonna change out these tires. Dad, you wanna help me pull the trans? This thing's all ready.
Ready?
All right. So the transmission is out. Look at how beautiful that is. RTS makes a really nice transmission. This is a full 6-speed sequential.
Yeah, boy, like that.
Yeah, it is. And you can tell it's not that heavy because we literally just lifted out. This is the biggest part when you look at. So we'll pull this whole assembly out right now and check out the clutch. This is what makes this truck so hard to drive, because this is a triple disc 7 1/4 clutch. And it's basically all clutch or nothing. That's what's so hard about. That's the only hard part about this truck to drive. Is it's not like, you can't just drive this truck around town very, very easy. It's easier to drive this truck at 100 miles an hour rather than going from stoplight to stoplight. All right, we've ran this exact clutch for 2 years. We've obviously changed the pads a few times, but this thing has definitely had some time on it. We've had a brand new one that we've been wanting to change out for quite a while, and I think for the Sema show and everything we're doing, we don't want to have any chances of this thing messing up. So show that side, Dad. Is the outside about the same? Oh, it looks different. This is an older version, but we got all brand new. So this whole assembly is going to be new. All new bolts. We got all brand new discs. So we're gonna have a virtually an entire brand new clutch. While my dad's putting that in, I am gonna grab this trans and actually go to RTS. They're only about 30 minutes away. So let me take this to RTS and let's see if they could take it apart and just kind of look through it. I just want to make sure that it's 100% good. Again, I have 2 years on this truck. It's not a lot of time, because, you know, they've been like quick sessions, but I don't want to have a failure. I don't want to go all the way to Las Vegas and have a failure. So let's go load this trans up and let's take it to them. Holy cow. That's a lot of gears right there, huh?
7 gear sets. You have your first through sixth, and then your headset, which is like a drop gear. Nope.
See here, it's close.
Man, how in the heck did you come up with this, Rick? It's like a damn mad scientist, huh?
We went from drawings on paper to a finished product in 11 months, which nobody else has ever done.
That's crazy.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm glad I brought it here because I wouldn't have known what I was doing.
it's hard, even if somebody does know it, like trying to tell them what to do over the phone, it's almost impossible.
Jeez.
So yeah, we'll buzz this thing, we'll have this thing apart, we'll go through it, and then we'll update all the springs and the shifters and all that stuff for you.
All right, that was awesome. Rick is so cool. This guy is so smart. He literally invented that entire transmission. So he said come back, and he's going to let me know when they're all done. But I'm just thankful that they were able to work on it right then and there. So that's one less thing. Let's get on back and get this truck done. Pops, how's it going, big dog?
Oh my gosh. I literally am in almost the same spot that I was when you left.
No, the bell housing's on.
Well, it is now, but the whole clutch pack, I think since this is prepared, I think since Toyota, this is their cup engine.
What were you trying to say, though?
Proprietary?
There you go. Dork.
When they machined the front side where the disc lays, I think it's out about 20 thousandths because that new hat with that first disc on it it wouldn't, I couldn't flush it out. So I ended up just making sure it was flat, cleaned up the surface, and I just put new discs in. I didn't even use that whole assembly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Well, the disc realistically is all we need, right?
Yeah, I just like all brand new.
Yeah.
People use them over and over. I just hate putting anything in that we ran, but not a big deal.
Well, we're dialed in. Well, the trains will be back. I gotta go get it. But where are we sitting right now? We could throw in all the seats after this and do the oil and the spark plugs still. So we have a lot to do. Show my pops all these seats.
This even looks like a seat box.
Here we go.
Oh,
What?
I'm gonna stab myself in the face.
Here we go. These are what I'm excited for right here. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that is just sexy. Man, OMG just makes some beautiful stuff.
Look at how beautiful that is.
That absolutely looks insane.
We'll set it in there.
Look at that thing.
Holy cow.
Look at the quality of that thing.
Oh, that's cool. A little two-piece part. Let's throw that sucker in there. Got the trans back in. Just got to get it all bolted up right now. And then we basically just got to reassemble this thing. Everything's such a tight fit in this truck. All right, we got half the old plugs pulled. My dad's working on the other side. You can see. We'll go kind of like inspect them here in a minute. But we're changing all the plugs. A few reasons. TRD engineer said to change the plugs. What happens on this motor is you gotta, when they get gold up or kind of dirty, you gotta really clean it out. So he gave us a new part number of a new spark plug, and he's saying it's just much better. There's all the old plugs right there. The next thing we're gonna do is we drained 2 gallons of the water out of the Toyota, and we're putting in coolant because when the trucks are driving all the way to Vegas, there's a long section that's about 20 degrees, and it's going to be in the trailer. So 20 degrees would just water in the system would just crack the block, and that would be a very, very expensive mistake. So we're gonna pump in coolant. We got this deal right here that we got. It's called cooling system air. Basically, it pressures the system and gets vacuums all the air out. So that's what we're gonna put on here right now. So the air compressor is going through this valve, and that it's actually creating a reverse suction. So it's pressuring the whole system by vacuuming all the air out. And then when that dial stops, so you can see what he did there. Now we have this into the coolant. Watch, it's gonna suck the coolant once he turns that valve.
And it refills the system, so all the air is out of the system. Not even sure how someone can run that.
We're about to do a video shoot. I got the C10 chilling out there. Let's get the Toyota fired up, just double check all the levels, and let's load these bad boys. This thing usually starts up pretty easy. Give it a little pump of fuel. Here we go, fire in the hole.
Fire it up, baby.
We got both the girls outside. Man, it's been a lot of work getting these things ready. Tacoma's ready. C10 Slayer. Let me know in the comments, is anyone going to the Sema show? And if you are, I hope you guys both get to see both these rigs there. The Tacoma is obviously we're going to be with Hoonigan. So we are going to go through so many BFGs. Man, Dad, are you excited? We're finally done, huh?
I am ready, actually. I'm excited.
All right, well, why don't we snap to all the legit shots that I'm about to film with my iPhone right now. Here we go. All right, boys, we're gonna see everyone in Vegas at Sema. Hopefully everything goes good. Come on, old Betsy. Oh yeah.